No more, it's Joinen, and welcome to ETU Animated Stories. Animated Stories. It's another one of these channels, just like every other one, but this one has like a little bit of like an anime vibe to it, you know? You know what I'm saying? It's like the anime version of these story animated channels. But what does ETU stand for? You may be wondering. It stands for Expect the Unexpected. Woo! Now this channel, I don't think we actually have looked at before. I was checking out their about section. We don't need to go through it, but it does say our content is aimed at adults and teenagers. Okay. But it also says we're doing our best to pick stories that are friendly for all ages and bring a positive feeling and morality to our viewers. Which is just like the most robot way to like say anything. It's like Darman if he was just a robot filling a function rather than being like, these stories change lives. It's like, these stories bring a positive feeling and morality. Let's get started. Today we're going to be checking out My Boss Uses My Webcam to Spy on Me. I showed her something that ruined her life. Whoa! This is very Darman-esque. My boss uses my webcam to spy on me. I taught her a lesson.
Hi, my name is Elena and I'm 27 years old.
Woo! Happy birthday!
I'm going to tell you a really unbelievable story.
What? Why is this fortune cookie breaking open and just saying, tell you a really unbelievable story? Is that an asterisk? The asterisk, you flip over the little piece of paper and it's like, note, not that unbelievable, because it's not really true. But I swear, if you open this up, worst fortune cookie ever.
Before I begin my story though, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel as a way of showing your support for me.
Oh. For you? You want me to subscribe to support you, the animated person telling the story. Hey guys, just before we continue this video, make sure to subscribe to support Elena and her story. Subscribe to this channel here, Joinen. It'll really support her.
Let's get into my story now. I have a 9-to-5 office job, or at least I used to before circumstances changed and all the employees were required to work from home.
Ah, topical. Oh, it's a true story? Does that make it true? The fact that it's set in today's COVID environment means that it's a true story? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
That gave me freedom, or so I thought initially. It was only later I found out that a pair of eyes were watching my every move.
Facebook.
My boss, Jane, was a nosy woman in general. She had a very bad habit of poking her nose in other people's...
She's terrifying. Your boss, Jane, is terrifying, and she has a terrifying nose. I'm not an advocate for, all sorts of body modifications, but I do think this has just got to be inconvenient. Like, how do you sleep? Like, how do you kiss someone? You know what I mean? This is just, you need to get this looked at. Is your boss Pinocchio? She's lying too much. Nose is joining. I'm sorry. You know what? It's fine. Her nose is fine. There's nothing wrong with her nose. Is that better?
We were all fed up with her in the workplace. That's why everyone was ecstatic when the opportunity to work from home presented itself. But it turned out, Jane had her own creepy ways. She found a way to keep an eye on us. I don't know if she was doing it with everyone or just me, but I do know that I'd started going crazy. At first, I had no idea. I used to go about my day as usual and do my chores and then get to my job. And well, since it was my house and I used to live alone, I also had privacy to do whatever I wanted.
Like walk around naked! Woohoo! Turn your music up real high, do your house cleaning in the full nude. That is the ultimate, the only way of life. But no, because you've got a secret, creepy spy Jane boss who's looking at you through the webcam. Didn't want to know that about you, Joinen. I'm joking. Okay, guys, I didn't do that. That'd be silly.
One day, I'd woken up from sleep.
They always do this in like shows and movies and stuff like that, where they just have the phone sitting on the bed. How stressful for so many reasons. First of all, like, why is it not plugged in? Plug that bad boy in. Second of all, like, do you not move ever? Do you stay complete? Are you a log? You never move around? What if you turn around and it just stresses me out? Put it somewhere. Bedside table, put it on the floor next to you. I don't know. Joinen is just respecting his Finnish heritage and not wearing clothes in the sauna hot apartment. It is very hot in here. And if Finnish heritage teaches you anything, it is... You don't gotta be ashamed of your bod, hon.
When suddenly the camera of my phone lit up, making me jump in fright.
The camera of the phone lit up? Cameras don't light. Are we talking the flashlight of the camera of the phone?
It was really scary to have it randomly light up like that, but I didn't think of it much and I let it slide.
Yeah, but even then, what are we talking about here? Because the phone lays flat like this. The cameras are up and the cameras are down. You are next to it. The camera's not seeing you. You're not like sleeping like this right in front of your phone. A true Finn is ashamed of almost everything, but not their bod. There we go.
But later that day, I was lying down, watching a movie on my laptop when the webcam lit up in the same way. I almost had a mini heart attack.
How does this boss have such wicked hacker man skills? Like, surely it's not that easy to hack into people's webcams and phones and all that kind of stuff. Like, sure, someone's doing it. Some wicked mega corporation who's trying to steal your data out there is doing it. But Jane? Big nose Jane?
It was way too creepy for me to ignore now.
Ghosts, definitely ghosts.
I started being cautious and observed everything for a few days. The cameras still lit up randomly every day, and I felt like someone was watching me. I read my fair share of articles to know that people could easily spy or stalk you through a webcam.
Yeah, I watched Ed Snowden on Joe Rogan that one time. I watched that movie. What's his movie? It's called Snowden. Isn't it just called Snowden? I watched Snowden. I know that you need to cover up your webcam. Plot twist, Jane actually has a normal nose. Plot twist, Jane is Edward Snowden.
And thanks to that, I was paranoid enough. Now, the question was, who could be stalking me? I didn't have any enemies or any secret admirers.
The very definition of secret admirer is that they're secret. So how would you know? It's not very difficult to access her webcam if you know her IP address. They also hacked her phone. Like, this is what I'm saying. Sure, maybe you could figure out some exploit for one of them. You could figure out maybe how to do one. But if you just have like general all-encompassing knowledge of how to hack someone's phone, how to hack someone's laptop, they like turned on a phone on, a torch on. It's like, what? Is it streaming data somewhere? Like, I get that it's possible, but you've got to really know your stuff. She a little bit cute though. Obi Jian. She's an ETU animated stories character. She ain't into you, dude. Simp. Animated story simp. He's a secret admirer. You're right. We've got him right here. He's in the chat. This was all you, wasn't it? This is just an admission of guilt. You feel a little bit guilty and you're just trying to back yourself up a little bit. We're like, geez, you got to really know what you're doing to like hack in. Like, geez, that's pretty creepy. A bit of a stalker. And you're like, no, but she's pretty cute, isn't she, right? Like, it wouldn't be that weird if someone decided to want to turn on her webcam. I understand anime girls, but animated girls?
And this camera thing never happened when I used to go to the office daily. It only started when I began working from home. So the only person that came to my mind was my boss, Jane.
My big nose boss, Jane. This is Usopp right here. Literally in the kitchen making coffee when I got called out.
Though I couldn't be sure, she was the only person capable of going through this to this extent. I had only one way to find out.
Okay. All right. That's enough for me. There was a little story element where she says she was capable of doing that. So she must be super ultra hack man. You know, she's watched Mr. Robot a few times. She knows how to get on a computer. She knows how to open up CMD. I'm going to continue on.
I decided to stalk her on social media and ask around about her recent activities.
Classic move. Always stalk your stalker. You see, stalker cancels out stalker.
Everything seemed to be in place, but I noticed that she had tagged the CEO of an app developing company in a post.
Oh, what? No, she tagged the CEO of an app development company? Guilty! I need no further evidence.
Thanking him for some secret service. Now, what could it be that she didn't even mention it in her post? I visited that CEO's page and found out that his company developed personalized apps on the demand of a client.
Right, okay. See, I was following this. I was thinking maybe because this is set in COVID times and they specifically kind of mentioned that this could be true. But this isn't true. No boss is like trying to spy on people, hiring some like app development dude to develop a specific app just for you, and then thanking them publicly on Twitter. Way to make it obvious.
I messaged him from a fake account asking if he could develop an app for me that could help me see through the cameras of someone else's device.
Very smart. Just trying to hook in. Hey, you know, just out of curiosity, you know, could you maybe develop this app for me? He's going to come back being like, yes, can do. And I can get it done in 30 minutes because he's already done it for Big Nose Jane.
The reply came a few hours later. As I had expected, they told me that they had already made such an app recently.
Yes, brain. Big brain power.
I replied with the following message. Can you give me the email ID of the client you made it for? I would love to hear their review first.
Dodgy business practices if they decide to pass on the address.
They were a bit reluctant, but after I promised to increase the price I was offering for the app, they gave me the email.
What? That's even more dodgy. That is way more dodgy. She's like, oh, hey, can you also give me like the email address of the last person who commissioned you? And they're like, no. And she's like, but I'll give you some money. And they're like, okay. It's messed up.
And just as I was expecting, it was Jane's email. Wow. I couldn't believe how stupid she was. If she was going to do this, then she should have at least made sure to...
Oh, dang. Jane got her nose job. Her nose is back to normal. She's got a normal Jane boss nose.
I asked my other colleagues if they'd
Did you notice anything weird? OMG, I can't stand her. She is the worst. Oh gosh, that is brutal. What a group chat.
noticed weird things with her camera too, and everyone replied in the negative. So this meant that I was the only one Jane was stalking? What did I ever do to her?
Bit creepy. Very creepy, actually. I will give him that. Someone mentioned earlier in the comments that they don't have a HR department. Like, you want to like maybe report this to someone?
I decided to wait it out for a few more days and see if she would stop, but nope, she was an airhead.
An airhead? Oh, I don't know about that one. Airhead doesn't top it. Airhead does not top the list of good head words. Dunder cannot be replaced.
Her eyes watched me all through the day and night, making my skin crawl. After a week or so, I decided that I'd had enough.
Hold on. Hold up for a little bit. After a week or so, you know that she is spying on you this entire time, and you're just like, this feels a little bit uncomfortable. You're not gonna actually do anything about it? Like, at the very least, just put some tape over your webcam? Why are you just chilling knowing that your boss is spying on you? It took you a week? What a dunderhead. What a darehead.
It was time to make a move now and teach her a lesson.
Was that a fist? We're gonna wrap her up a little bit. Gonna call the boys around. Get your baseball bats. That'll teach her.
I recalled that her husband was quite a character.
Her husband is a character in Five Nights at Freddy's. This just gets weirder and weirder.
I mean, he was a cheater and was always flirting with other women.
Oh, he's a cheater. Cheater, best friend eater. She's gonna expose him. Exposed through the webcam. She's gonna like invite him over or something like that, and they'll be like, ha, see, you're a stalker, but your husband is a cheater. Have fun stalking now. She's gonna invite the husband over, and then she's gonna get a little bit smoochy, get a little bit, and then she's gonna get a ring. She's gonna get a ring from her boss, and the boss is gonna be like, what you doing? She'll have caught her red-handed.
His mistakes and blame the other women for seducing her husband. Thus, the man always got away with ruining the lives of others. Well, such a man was an easy target for me, and I could kill two birds with one stone.
You gonna kill him? You gonna kill these people? I mean, I kind of, one's a cheater, one's a stalker. They're not the greatest people going around, but killing the birds with a stone. Hello, hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Oh, ultimate flirting. This is how it's done. Girls, guys, whatever. If you're trying to get into the heart of a cheating man, this is the ultimate playbook. Hit him with the hello. They're going to bounce back with a hi. Hit him with the who are you? Now, this bit's tricky. They're going to say, I'm good. Who are you? You have to reply, I'm good. ... Sold. Bam. Done.
I searched through my old DMs on Instagram.
What was that conversation? Huh? What? Wait, okay. They're just trying to show us here how well this method works. Absolute cheat codes. You reply with the I'm good, bam, done. Flat number, street number. You've got the address. No questions asked. This is how effective this method works. And if you sign up for just $99.99 a month, I have more tips for you. Here's what she replied. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. If that's how it's gonna go.
One of them was by Jane's husband, Jake. At that time, I'd ignored his message because it was simply a call for flirting.
Excuse me? Excuse me. That was not you ignoring his message. That was you hitting him with the hey. Oh, I ignored him because it was just a call for flirting.
But now it was time to finally give him an answer. I replied to his message and apologized for taking so long to get back to him.
Okay, clearly what she's getting at here is that those messages weren't from him, but I don't understand what they were then. Who were those messages? There was a flat number and everything. Regardless, anyway, sorry, got caught up with things.
He responded immediately as expected
It's okay.
from someone like him. He was all bright and cheerful about it. I invited him over.
Come for tea? All right, okay. Wipe the slate clean. We've got new dating strats, right? Last ones, they're so yesterday. We've moved on. They are so like a minute or two ago. Now what you have to do is you have to leave them waiting for a while and then hit them with the come for tea. Works every time.
He instantly agreed.
It's okay. Come for tea. It's okay. Him saying it's okay doesn't feel like he instantly agreed to me. If I message someone, I'm like, hey, come for tea. And they're like, it's okay. I'm taking that as a no.
Now the trap was set.
Okay.
It was time to give Jane a show.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's give Jane a show then.
It was around 10 p.m. when Jake arrived at my house.
Anteeksi mitä? Anteeksi mitä?
Have you ever seen the consent T video Joinen? T definitely means other things.
I haven't seen the video, but I do understand tea. I understand the popular usage of the word tea. I'm up with the tea.
First, I made sure to offer him some drinks, and when he was drunk enough, I asked him a few questions to confirm that Jane was indeed spying on me.
This is a weird scenario. He doesn't look very happy about it. She's just like, okay, look, you came for tea. I'm sorry, I'm all out. I've got red wine. Here, drink it. Now drink this one. Here we go. Have another. And he's just sitting here like, okay, why am I here? What are we doing here? Why are you just standing there? I'm kind of drunk. You're not even drinking anything. Like, what is this situation? She's just standing over him. And then she's like, okay, look, now that you're drunk, is your wife spying on me?
I had also made sure that my devices were not in the vicinity then. Jake told me that his wife never left her PC and was constantly watching someone's daily life.
Well, there you go. Done. How much more proof do you need? When are you going to actually do something about it? Maybe put some alcohol in his tea. It doesn't work like that. That is such a movie thing to do. Oh, I'm just going to spike it. Just go, whoop. They're never going to know. I guarantee you, if I'm drinking a cup of tea and someone's just put like 3 shots of rum in there, I'm going to know. It'll be like, what'd you do? What'd you do to my tea? You'd smell it from across the room. Exactly.
I knew that I was that someone whose life she was interested in. Well, why not make it a bit more interesting for her? I brought Jake to my room and I didn't even have to do anything after that.
Oh, all right. It's going down.
He started hitting on me. I held back my urge to throw up and reciprocated a bit, but then I seized the opportunity and asked him about his past affairs. He spilled all the beans in his...
Ew. Ew. Wait, why are you painting this picture for me? Like, wait, you sitting there in a bed, he's getting all smoochy, and you're like, ugh, I'm trying not to throw up, but like, I am reciprocating a little bit. And then you're saying he's spilling his beans? He's spilling his beans. And you have to show me this thing here of a sick man and some spilt beans? That's just gross.
So many women have had affairs with me, and let me tell you, it was really fun, he slurred.
Women having affairs is the funnest thing. Like, what? Other guys that, they go to pubs, they watch sports. I think women having women affairs is the funnest thing. Women affairs, you gotta get onto it. If you're not onto women affairs, it's really fun. Joining out of context.
Oh, but are you married, right? I asked innocently. I heard that those women were accused of seducing you, and some were even reported to the cops. Your wife is very influential. He started laughing.
You want some more beans?
She is a dimwit. She loves me so much that she can't even see my flaws. It's so easy to convince her.
That's really sad. That's actually just really sad. It just made me upset.
Well, that was enough. My work was done. I couldn't tolerate spending more time in this disgusting man's company. I left him in my bedroom and walked out to my living room to wait. Exactly 20 minutes later, my doorbell rang. I smirked. Oh, it's gonna be Jane with that pointy nose, ready to get all up in there. What was it? Where's my husband in your head? That's how people with really long pointy noses talk. And opened the door to find a very livid Jane standing in front of me. You witch! You dare seduce my husband? She yelled at me. I will ruin your life. I will have you thrown in jail. I rolled my eyes. Yeah, go ahead. I have proof against both you and your husband.
Yep. Talk to the hand. That's what you get.
You've been stalking me for a month now. It's funny that you're accusing me when I haven't even done anything. If you go ahead and file a report against me, you'll be asked about how you found out. What are you going to say? That you were spying on me?
You gonna spill those beans? You gonna spill that big old family-sized tin can of beans?
Her mouth fell open.
Oh, dang. You to get that looked at. You need to go to the doctors for so many reasons, Jane. You got to get a few things checked.
Thought so, I smiled. Now, take your husband and get lost before I call the cops myself. And if you don't stop spying on me, then... No, I will stop, she rushed. I am sorry. I get it now. I am really sorry. And well, that was how I got Jane to stop her disgusting actions. What do you think about my story? Let me know your thoughts.
You didn't want to like pull some wicked blackmail move. You didn't want to get anything out of this. You didn't even ask her for a can of beans. You're like, look, I'm willing to keep this a secret if. And she's like, yes, anything. Tell me anything. What is it? What is it that you want? Give me that can of beans. I think stalking is perverted hobbies. This is so disgusting and shameful. So shameful. Bad ending, 2 out of 10. The thing about that story was that it was like, oh, my boss is spying on me. So I stopped her from spying on me by like spilling some beans with her husband. Gosh, anyway, do you have some beans to spill? Don't we all? If so, get some of the sweet lemon carton merch in the description below. It's pretty cute. It's got a little lemon carton on it. And come and join the Twitch at twitch.tv/Joinen, but on Twitch, where we stream recording these videos live every weekday at 1 p.m. AEST. And I will see you next time.
Thank you for watching my video, but now that it's done, please watch another one.